Hi, sweetie. Hello. Yep. I know. Oh, yes, big girl. Big girl. This is not how I wanted to shoot this episode. What's up, gents? How's it going? This is Marsha. She's my girl. Not my wife, just my girl. It's weird. All right, whatever. Keep it in there. What's up? How's it going? Yeah, I'm in the exact same clothes I was for the other episode, but I'm going to shoot them back to back. They're kind of a similar train of thought, but I was talking last time about being grateful over Thanksgiving, and hope comes along with that, but it also goes along with some of the MGTOW stuff we've been talking about for such a long time. And I think I'll kind of start the episode by going back to that. So I was talking about MGTOW and why I thought it was wrong a while ago. And I don't think it's wrong because people are unjustified in saying, like, the political system took my wife and kids from me and my house, and I've been screwed, and now no one loves me, and I'm mad about that, and I have no resources, and that's like, it's a brutal thing to go through. And I'm not saying that MGTOW is the only place where people lose hope, but it's one of them, right? Just gonna do this episode like this, apparently. And so the importance of finding hope. I'm actually going to reference the same person I referenced last time. Some of you may know who I'm referencing just by the references I'm picking, but I don't talk politics on the show. So even though this is a political person, I'm not going to quote them. I think that's important because you can become a better person without having politics get in the way. But it's a good quote nevertheless. The quote goes that you can lose a fight, but you can never win a surrender. And so when you give up hope, I actually almost view it as like a cardinal sin, like one of the worst things you can do as a person. If your purpose as a person is to build a society, this is the Aristotelian notion, the telos of a person, the final goal of a person is to build a good society where more people can pursue the good, the true, and the beautiful. If that's true, then giving up hope is like the absolute worst thing you can do for achieving that purpose. Is she gonna go? There we go. It's the absolute worst thing you can do for achieving that purpose. If you give up hope, you cannot make anything better. What you can do is protect yourself, right? You can protect yourself from getting hurt again. But you can never have something that's as good as possible. And so it's a permanent surrender. You're permanently giving up on the chance of being happy. And some people are taking that. A lot of people are taking that. In fact, the MGTOW community is kind of like, well, you'll see, right? And they're saying, I never want to take that chance again. And maybe they're right to do that. Maybe they're right. Sometimes an army or a country or a society has to surrender or they'll lose everything. On the other hand, if you never fight back, you will always be at the mercy of someone else, and you can never form a society that you think is good, that you think is beneficial. You personally can never have fulfillment. You'll just, oh, thank you for letting me spend time with my family. Thank you for giving me the day off today. You'll never have that autonomy. And when we're talking about autonomy and freedom, we're saying the right to do what you think is good. And when you let other people decide that for you, when you surrender, you retreat into the wilderness. You're not participating in society anymore. You say, I think society is doomed. It can be taken over by someone else. I'll take commands from them, or I'll just cut myself off entirely. I'm mixing my metaphors here between MGTOW and like military surrender. But the point is that hope springs eternal in the human breast. One thing that humans do, if their virtue, if their telos, if their purpose is to make a better society where more people can pursue good things, if that's their purpose, then hope is absolutely necessary to do that. You have to believe that there's something worth striving for. So how do you do that? If you have come to the conclusion like I have, and it's okay if you haven't, but if you've come to the conclusion that you have to have hope in order to make something wonderful, or even having a chance of making something wonderful, How do you do that if you don't have that right now? One is recognizing that you're only one person and you can only have so much impact. You're not going to overthrow the entire system of marriage if you're MGTOW. Maybe you eventually could, but maybe you can't. Maybe if you're politically distraught, you want to get involved. You can't completely change the system on your own. You can be part of the solution, but you can't change the whole thing all on your own. Part of it is being realistic about what you can do. I always butcher this quote, but Lord, give me the strength to change the things I can, the patience to let the things go that you can't control, and the wisdom to know the difference. I know that was absolutely brutalized, but the point comes across is there are things you can't control, and you need to let those things go, but there are things you can control, and you need the fortitude to go after them. It might be hard, it might be difficult. You may not have the personal motivation to. So where do you get that personal motivation to do so? And surrounding yourself with good people. It's letting yourself off the hook when you have shortcomings, so that you can get up and dust yourself off and keep going. And it's, for me, it's been reading the ancients, seeing how they felt about society, that it's thousands of years ago, and they're like, kids these days. I'm reading, or I read the Iliad a couple years ago. And one of the funny things is like, man, men these days can't pick up and throw the really heavy rocks. Like, so-and-so from this town and this family used to be able to pick a 600-pound rock up above their head, and men these days can't do that, right? Everyone's always complaining about this generation not being as good as the last. The people in the Iliad did it, / Homer wrote about it, Aristotle wrote about it. Thousands of years later, you're going to get the Stoics in Rome are saying the same thing. Like, man, the Romans once upon a time were good, but today, no, it's not. And the truth is that the world is kind of always pulling towards chaos. It's always trying to get worse. And that's what humans are, the imposer of order and goodness, right? We're capable of not doing that. We're capable of imposing more evil on the world. But we're the only people who are capable of imposing good things. And realizing that you are just a drop in the bucket. Other people have dealt with this before, and other people have persevered, that they had to make good decisions about finding a good place to work, about good people to associate with, good places to become more financially independent or stable, so that they could go after the things that they wanted to do in life that would make the world a better place. Those are important things. They cultivated their minds. Those are all things that will help you gain more perspective, more courage, and more discipline. And once you have those things and you see that maybe there's a chance, and you've accepted that the only way to have that chance is to have hope, then maybe you too can grasp at what starts to be fleeting hope, but eventually grows into something that's all-consuming, but that is an internal fire that can't be put out. It's what I'm here for. I don't know if this channel will ever have millions of views, but this is my way. I look at the world around me and I'm unhappy with it, but so is everyone else all the time. They're like, this is terrible. And somehow people have persevered, and it's because individuals persevered and they banded together and formed groups that persevered. And so, if one person influences 10 or influences 10,000, maybe each of those 10 will cascade into more and more people. So if this channel never takes off, that's fine. I just need to reach more than one person. If I reach 2 people and those people reach 2 people, I can contribute to this. And maybe it'll take off, maybe it won't. But I have to have hope that I can make, that I can hold the darkness at bay, that chaos can be pushed off for one day longer, because I had hope and I had strength and courage and perseverance. So I hope that helps. It's a long journey. You're going to stumble some days, but with enough time, it will become something that is as natural to you as brushing your teeth. You'll have hope and you'll have courage just because you have lived that way for so long. Thank you for watching, gents. after this, these are kind of my advice videos. I'm gonna try and do only like one a week, and then do some like fun skits and games and like other things, going through the internet and doing like r/relationship advice kind of a thing. Like, I'm gonna mix it up. I'm working on it. It's just time consuming to do that. I talked about last week. I got in last week's episode that I got laid off the week before that. And that's just, I can't make episodes, but I'm working on it. I am working on it. As soon as I get that job locked down, I'm going to be kind of filling out the schedule for videos. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Be grateful this holiday season. Give back to the people around you. Have hope. You can make a difference in this world and in your community and in your own life. Best of luck out there. Thanks for watching, gents. Have a great day.
Went to the store the other day. The woman in front of me couldn't pay. I didn't have much, but I dropped a couple bucks. I try to change the world, there's gotta be a way. I got big dreams, doing what I can. Gonna build something big and watch it stand up for the little guy. Give it another try. Try to change the world, gotta be a better man.